Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful end of the week as it is Friday, finally Friday. We're going into the weekend with a big smile on our face as far as trading goes. And I hope you guys do as well. It was a pretty good day for me on the sell side once again. Um, and that's basically all I did. I took, I believe, a one long earlier in the day and then took a few longs late in the day in J and in K period, and then after that I went to the gym and just let the market do what it did. You know what I mean? Not. I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as possible. We're gonna go over 30-minute time frame here. We're just gonna break it down real quick, review what occurred on the intraday, give you guys some destinations. We will be rolling over to the June contract come Monday, so I will have to back adjust all of these destinations. So that is something I'll work on over the weekend, which is back adjusting all these destinations because there will be I believe a 30-point premium on the June contract. So I'll have to get that adjusted and then give you guys an updated video, hopefully either late Sunday or early Monday, or heck, even Monday evening. Anyway, if you guys could, if you do enjoy the content, please leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe. And if there's anything I can do better, please leave a comment below. If there's a stock you'd like me to look at, indice that you would like me to look at, leave it in the comments down below. All right, let's get into it. So, yesterday we had a massive trend day down. Oh, and once again, my mouse is broken, so my mouse scroll wheel, so I'll be clicking a lot. Anyway, yesterday we had a massive trend day down, triple distribution day down, right? Sellers, we had an outside day down. We had good follow through today. All right, so outside day down, previous day, meaning we took out the previous day's high and then the previous day's low. Um, Creating a pretty good distribution, selling down, did nothing but one time frame down, made lows in the overnight session, and then opened up back inside the previous day's range in A period. So A, for those of you that are new here, when I'm discussing A, B, C, D, I'm just talking about the 30-minute time frame. That's all. Each candle, it has its own little label, and that's what we were talking about is a 30-minute time frame. Anyway, so A period opens up inside of the lower distribution, uh, inside of the previous day's range, opens up, can't find much acceptance, then takes out the low of day, firmly putting us down on the daily, one time frame and down. We take out these two lows, get those pretty quickly, push down into the set of single prints back from the 6th, which I said if we took out the day's low, those would become destinations. And sure enough, we got into it. We didn't quite fill them as we left about 3.5 points on the set of single prints here. And then we bounced up. Now, B period chopped around a good bit. Didn't get a whole lot of action as we chopped around. It was an inside bar. Then in C period, we take out B's high, get back into the previous day's range, and attempt to push up as shorts were covering from the overnight session. And of course, you had momentum buyers stepping in, thinking we were going to take back this massive trend day down. And, they had an opportunity to at least get into the middle distribution. However, in D period, they pushed up, had a set of single prints. They filled that in E after taking out D period's high. Couldn't quite get to L's high, which was the top of the lower distribution. We roll over, get below the open, and get back below the previous day's low. Now, some telltale signs start to sneak in here, letting us know that the market is getting weak once again. So after getting back below the previous day's low, we don't get back inside of the range in F or in G period. However, we do create a wide point of control here at D's low. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide here at D's low. And what I mean by that is all 7 of these time frames, A through G period, traded back and forth through this 39.0475 area. Okay, that will become a key indicator here in the next time frame in H period. when we begin to make new lows on the day. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight this. That way you guys know that this was the point of control at one point in time. And all that means is um, it's the widest point of volume and closest to the halfback. Halfback is just halfway point of the trading day at the time. So we had a 7 wide point of control, and we begin to one time frame down in F, G, getting near the low of the day, and then in H period we push up, and we can't get back to D's low. That was kind of a telltale sign. I did take a long in H period against the day's low, thinking we might be rotational, and we would push back up into D's low. Because when you have a wide point of control, typically, if the market isn't hasn't determined a clear direction yet, you can come back to that wide point of control and make it wider. It just acts as a magnet because buyers and sellers were happy there. So that's where you would look to rotate back up to if we were rotational. However, H period could not push up, and we attempted to, but couldn't get much range to the upside. We roll over as soon as we take out G's low, we gun it for the day's low, and then I get stopped out of my position. I immediately flip to the short side to fill the set of single prints, and then once I see tempo and volume start to pick up on the day, I begin to add to the position. So I got short 70. What was it? I got stopped out 76. Got into the short position at 75. So 38.75 or 38.74 is where I got short. And then we begin to go trend to the downside in H period. So all that means is at the time, like we created set of single prints in H yesterday, where it's only one time frame goes through that area, through that price point. H had that here. Let me go ahead and highlight that. H had this whole range that I just highlighted, was the only time frame to go through that range of 79 or 78.50 to 62.50 was the only time frame at the time. So the chart kind of looked like this. And as we pushed down lower and we pushed up to 64, I added to my position, had a 3 light on, let this thing push down lower, let the chart work for me, and we continued to make new lows in I period. I exited one of my contracts at 47. I exited another contract at 60 on the push back up in J period. And then I exited another contract at 64 once we stopped the one time frame and down, because chances were sellers were getting extended here and they began to cover their position. And momentum buyers stepped into the market, helping push this thing up higher, where we almost filled the set of single prints at 78.50, but J didn't quite get there. We left 2 ticks and then we backed off pretty good. We attempted to get to the lowest accepted price back from the 6th of January. We didn't quite get there, as we found some support and rotated up higher. And then we began to alleviate short pressure in J period after stopping the one time frame. And like myself, I got stopped out of my short position. We rotate up and attempt to fill a set of single prints. Then in K period, we begin to one time frame up, meaning we're taking out a previous time frame's high. We take out that 30-minute time frame high and push up higher, creating a potential afternoon rally high. Couldn't get above H's high, so that was a great short opportunity as we rolled back over later in the day and attempted to push towards the lows. Now I did get involved in K period and in J period. I shorted once in J period against the set of single prints, thinking we would back off the first time, got paid well on that. And then in K period, when we popped J's high, I took the long position to push up. I got long 77, and it rotates up to about 87, 86. I exit my position at 85 and then called it a day. So that's basically today in a nutshell. We created a wide point of control down here, but nothing too significant. All we go out with today is today's high, today's low, an afternoon rally high in K period. And I did well on the day, did well on the week. Yesterday and today are the days that you make your money, and I did well. So let's go ahead and mark these destinations. Uh, I know these videos are typically kind of long. I'm trying to hurry through them. So I may be skipping out on some information, but there's always a lot of information to kind of review here. But we'll mark today's high day, even though I'm going to have to back adjust. Uh, High of day was at 34.75. 34.75. We have our afternoon rally high at 87.50. Oop, didn't want to do that. At 87.50. Afternoon rally high. So where we found sellers today there, we will look to find sellers on Monday there if we push up to that area. Afternoon rally high. And then we have today's low of day down here at 46.25. Oh. 46.25. Today's low of day. So if we open up in today's range on Monday, you can kind of expect some chop as we will be trying to digest a lot of this move to the downside as we're below the 200-day moving average now. You'll look to chop in this range. So basically, line in the sand is 87.50. You do not, as a seller, want to see us pop above 87.50. We do that, then you have a good chance of taking out today's high at 39.75 and then getting into the middle distribution from the previous day. So upside destination 39.34.75, 39.41.25 where the single prints start, 39.47.25 where the single prints fill, and then the top of the middle distribution 39.58.75. For now, that's all I'm going to give you guys. And then on the downside, we have today's low of day 38.46.25. If we open up in the below here, can't get above the afternoon rally high, you will take out today's low and potentially get the lowest accepted price back from January 6th, 38.42.50. You get that. Next destination is 38.29. And then you're just taking out lows on the daily chart. So let's get into the larger time frames. That way I can show you a little bit clearer destinations here. All right, so monthly. Monthly, we are in a large balance, right? I'm saying we are in a 4-month balance. We have an extreme monthly balance high of 43.27.50, extreme balance low of 35.02. Right now, we are currently trading in a tighter balance, a tighter range, tighter channel, whichever you want to call it. 42.08.50 is the 4-month balance high, and then 37.88.50 is the 4-month balance low. We take out 37.88.50. I do believe we will rotate down lower and attempt to get down to 35.02, which is our monthly balance, our extreme monthly balance low. Now let's go into our weekly. We had an outside week down. I'm going to say that the weekly is down at the moment, as we had an outside week down. We were in a balance, but we took that balance out. I'm saying we have an outside week down. The weekly is now down. I'm not going to say it's balanced because I believe next week we should have a pretty good chance of taking out this low of 38.46.25. And once again, I'll have to back adjust for the new contract. But outside week down, meaning we took out the previous week's high and the previous week's low. Another thing to note is we are getting below this downward trend line back from the previous year. Are we just back testing it and we're going to reject it and push up higher? Or is this just another series of lower highs stepping into the market here on the larger time frame and lower lows? We are getting it back into this cost basis from this balance area here where we had that large move out, right? We were balanced here, just chopping around on a weekly basis, and then we began to push up, breaking out of this trend line to the upside. Right now, we're slowly setting lower highs on the weekly and lower lows. we take out this low down here, which is that 4-month balance low, we will go and test 3502 in my opinion. So as a buyer, you do not want to see us get below that area. As a seller, you want to see exactly what happened this week. Volume continue to increase, and we continue to one time frame down on the weekly. Let's go into our daily time frame. Daily was in a balance. Bear with me. Like I said, my wheel is not working. So daily was in a balance. We had an outside day down yesterday. I was calling the daily down. We got below the 200-day moving average, and we are firmly one time framing down 2 days in a row. Now look at this volume. Volume yesterday was great, way above average. Volume today was even furthermore above average. Volume increased on the downside. Range was not quite as large, but great volume to the downside. We are below the 200-day moving average, closing below it 2 days in a row now. But like I said, 2 days does not make a market. And we are getting back into this balance area from December's balance, right? We're getting back into this area. If we find acceptance here, buyers better watch out because we can take out that monthly balance low that I was discussing. So, something to note here. We get rid of this balance area because we are no longer in a balance. We are one time framing down. Daily is also getting below that trend line again. And then we are setting lower highs and lower lows on the daily currently. As we had a high here, set a lower high or a lower low here. Oh no, bear with me. I don't know why my mouse did that. Lower low there, then another lower high. Now another lower low here. A lower high here. Oh God, why? Why is it doing that? All right, lower high there, and then you guys get the idea. Lower low. So we are currently trending lower here. That's exactly what sellers want to see. Do we continue that? Do we set new lows on the year? All you got to do to set new lows on the year is get below the low of 38.1450. You get below 38.1450. The 20, excuse me, not even that. That was the end of the 2023. Yep, that's the yearly low so far, 38.1450. You get below that, we'll be setting new lows on the year of 2023. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Hope you had a good trading week. Use stops as they are important. Remember to keep your mental clean and stay disciplined, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. In the next video. Thanks for stopping by. See you.